Hey everybody, Juice here, your host of all the battle reports here at the Long War, where we always keep it icy. Big special shout out and thanks to all our Long War veterans. If you haven't already, stop what you're doing, head on over to longwar.net and become a veteran of the Long War today. Sitting to my right, your left, a legend in the game.
Oh, that's me.
A superstar. Annie. I'm just kidding. Robbie B.
I was trying to figure it out. I was like, you talking about the cat?
Yeah. Robbie B. You know if Robbie B's sitting to my side, you know it's about to go down. Rune Wars. Just kidding.
Nope.
Age of Sigmar.
Age of Sigmar. We're coming out of the booth. We're getting some games in with our Beastclaw Raiders. I can't be more excited. We're playing in a tournament this weekend, so I was like, time to get some practice so I don't look like a dummy.
Absolutely. Let's get it on camera too. And this is the first time that Robbie B and I have been able to get our respective armies, well, he's got multiple, but on the table together. We've done some stuff back in the day when Age of Sigmar kind of came out. We were doing it, but with all our schedules, it hasn't lined up. So we are pumped to bring it to you today. Without further ado, let's check out exactly what we're going to be playing and then talk about it.
Today I'm bringing the fatties out of retirement, aka I got a new case for them, and we're going to take them to the road this weekend for a tournament, so we're going to practice real quick today on camera. I had a hard time getting a competitive army list together for the Beastclaw Raiders. Yes, it is only like 11 to 12 models at 2k points, but when you're trying to secure objectives, it's very frustrating. So I kind of stuck with my roots of what I built and added in a few things to try to help me be, air quotes, a little bit more competitive on the tabletop. By competitive, I mean just a chance to score objectives. So what we're running today is over here on the right, we have a Stonehorn with Beast Raiders up in here, and then, of course, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the Frost Lord on Stonehorn, and then over here is a Huskard on Stonehorn as well. And they are part of the Earlbad formation. Well, not the Frostlord on Stonehorn. He's a separate behemoth that we're taking in the army. But as part of that formation, we have 2 squads of the Mournfang Cavalry, 1 squad of 4, 1 squad of 2, because that was all I could fit in there, and then 3 squads of little puppy dogs. I call them puppy dogs because I don't like the saber cat models, but these are basically Fenrisian wolves painted up to go with the army, and there are 3 squads of 2 of those to help me score objectives.
The Skaven are definitely going to be in full effect today. All right, so let's talk about this, veterans. This is my 2K somewhat list that I'll be running hopefully this weekend. I've got some new additions. Warplock Giselle is going to give me a little bit of firepower at ranged. I also add in a squad of Storm Fiends. You have seen the infamous Hell Pit Abomination and the Screaming Bell. I've got a fatty 30-man unit of Storm Vermin, followed by Squeak, a Grey Seer, 3 squads of 10 Clan Rats. Robbie B, those are beautiful models. You've done a really amazing job on your stuff.
Juice, I really like
my models. I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It took me a lot of time and effort. You guys know what a lot of my time is. You know.
I was asking you because I was like, oh, what color bases are those? And you're like, oh, it's a brown, and I think there's a bleach bone. And yep. I'm like, you don't really know, do you?
Like, what brown are you talking about? Like primer brown, dog. Is there any other kind? Like, it comes in a spray can?
No color.
You're supposed to be the painter here. Gosh.
No, but seriously, can you paint some of my models?
Yeah, yes.
I need them done tomorrow.
That's when you call Big Daddy right here. You need something done tomorrow, I'm the man. Okay, here we go. We have got a special game today, man. I'm really pumped. We're going to be playing the pitched battle aspect of it, which is called... Robbie B. Take hold. Take hold.
Taking hold.
Grab hold and don't let go. Which basically it's 40k version of pitch battle, 12-inch deployment with a single objective centered 9 inches up the board.
Yep.
Okay, in each one of the deployment zones. A caveat to that with 40k is it takes 5 Cinco models to claim that objective. Doesn't have to be
squad.
Absolutely doesn't have to be 5 from 1. It can be 3 and 2, 1 and 4. 2, 2, and 2.
Yes. Or and it doesn't matter about the wound count either. So you can claim it with like a 12 model or a 12 wound model or something with like one single wound. Oh, I bet you don't have a lot of those, do you?
No, just a bunch of, But actually, I take it back. I've got a lot of diversity in my army. Okay. I've got like 60, 70, 80 single wound models. One model that's got 12, one that's got 13, 3 that have 6, 6, and 7. I'm kind of a little bit everywhere. Okay. But I brought some shooting to the game.
I don't have that.
I brought some shooting to the game. I really wish, I'm trying this out. I really want the Screaming Bill to be my man.
Is it any good?
No.
Oh, I think you had me worried because that thing used to be brutal.
It used to be brutal, but damn it, it was whenever I got all my Skaven back together. Here's the first model I painted, and I actually spent more than 45 minutes painting him, and I modded him up like either way. So I want him to be good. I'm giving him one last chance.
I like how you can still tug on yours and it like moves.
Obviously, I leave nothing to chance. I want him to be the best. I need that bell to fucking ring. So this is his last hoorah. Either you do it or you're out of here. I'm cutting you. You stay on the display board, but you don't see the table. Okay?
Brutal.
But so let's talk about it. Robbie B, you have made this army. I have heard people shaking in their boots after playing you.
So my whole thing with it is there used to be a version of it where you could shoot and you get a ton of mortal wounds. But I was kind of thinking about it the other day, and I was trying to fit in like some battalions and get extra artifacts. So I was like, man, I really want to like switch it up. I feel like these guys are big and beefy. They need to just be charging in and hitting hard and doing their mortal wounds instead of through shooting, through charging in and doing attacks in combat. So that's kind of the tact I'm taking with my list today.
Awesome. Yeah, and then to switch it up a little bit, as I've spoke about, is I've needed some range, bro. I don't have it. And I don't have the durability that what you're talking about, like your guys have. We were talking before we were starting to play and get on camera here. Like each one of your big dudes can half the wounds and all this. Like you literally have to do a ridiculous amount of wounds.
Or just lots of single pinpricks. Yeah. Because I can't negate, it's half rounded up. So if you do 1 damage, or if 1 damage gets through, 1 damage gets through. Yeah,
I mean that's unreal. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, so the Storm Fiends are a new addition, and I'm really pumped to see how they play out. Plus the Warblock Giselles. I've played with them before. When you've got a couple random dice, only like 3 in each squad, and you need 4s to hit, it's kind of balls, right? But what I like is if you don't move, you get to manipulate this a little bit by re-rolling 1s.
Okay.
Built-in preferred enemy. I like it. And guess what? If you roll a 6, it's 2 automatic mortal wounds.
6 to hit.
6 to hit.
That's solid. Those are a good choice.
So, like, for real, I've got 6 of them. So you're telling me every turn I should be able to re-roll 1, 1, and 2 mortal wounds. I mean, they're a little pricey, but how the rest of the army kind of comes together. And, of course, don't go anywhere without 30 or more Storm Vermin. They do the work. And they do it the way that I like. I get to throw a bunch of buffs together and kind of make things work. So either way, let's not drag this out any longer. Let's get this game into gear and see who's going to be the victor. Veterans, we have deployed our forces. Needless to say, Robbie B finished way the hell before I did. Yep. I have 1 million units. Okay, so before we get any further, I did want to roll some stuff. I am way under in points. When I mean way, it's like 50 points. That's a lot.
It is.
Me is from 40K. I'm sitting there like I would never go into battle 50 points less. But you get a bonus.
You do.
From the triumphant table. So here we go. On a D6, I get one of the powers. I like it. So it's empowered. Add 1 wound characteristics to Squeak, because that's who my warlord is, or my lord. Okay. And then I picked also for Squeak as my command trait, Lord of War. Obviously he is. He gets to add 1 to hit in the hero phase if I want. And I went ahead and banged down the Chaos Talisman. I really like that. Basically it's a 6-up ward save.
So my army doesn't get like cool rolls to do things. I just get to pick what I want, and what I took was the army automatically comes with Everwinter Blessing, where I can harness the power of the winter environment around me, but I also have a couple of innate abilities. The Frostlord comes with his bellowing voice, which lets me reroll charge distances. All of the Stone Lords have to charge if they're within 12 inches, regardless if they ran or not. And I think that I automatically get the ability to make my army or unit immune to battle shock once per game, but I can't do both, the Bellowing Voice and the Battle Shock. And then as artifacts go, we've got the Lord of Everwinter artifact, so I can re-roll that chart, just depending on the situation on the tabletop. And the Huskard has the Elixir of the Frostworm, which can let me dish out a few more mortal wounds. Unfortunately, if I roll a 1, he does mortal wounds to himself, and the piece of artifact goes away.
Veterans, it's that time. So Robbie B has opted to have me go first because he finished deploying first. He had the choice. And it makes a lot of sense. He is worried about that double turn back to back. So he always wants to go second, which, because that's a thing, people are going to game to that. So going second is even more advantageous. But without a doubt, let's get this going. So we've got a couple things going on. First off, Hero Phase, my Doom Wheel, my Screaming Bell, is going to bang down his chart. This is the roll. A 3. The Screaming Bell can move an extra 6 inches in its next movement phase. I like it. Next up, also in the Hero Phase / Magic Phase, Squeak is going to use his command ability to give all Verminous models +1, and then also give an additional +1 to the Storm Vermin. Again, I'm only doing all this because I'm going to move and get ready. Again, Robbie B could double turn me, so he could be assaulting me on his second turn at the top of turn 2. So you got to kind of prepare for that. We are going to go Mystic Shield from my Greyseer. That does go off in a 7. So we're going to give +1 to save on my unit of Storm Vermin. Alright, so next on deck, we're going to go straight into the movement. And Hill Pit Abomination is going to move 2d6, 5 inches. And we're just going to basically move down the line, which I'm kind of glad. I wish he would have rolled 12 because I want him to come in hot, but you know what? At the same time, I'm kind of glad he doesn't because these guys are pretty fast. Robbie B, matter of fact, how fast can that guy move and charge and do his Thug Thizzle?
So there's a chance that I get a free 3 inches of movement during my hero phase.
Okay.
They move 12. I assault 2d6. However, my command ability lets me reroll 1s. And I think I also have Musician, so I can roll an extra 3 dice, pick the 2 highest for the Mournfangs. So realistically, 3 + 12 + 2d6.
Gotcha. So you have a really solid 18, 19-inch threat range.
It might be 9 inches for instead of 2d6 because it's +1 and it's a reroll 1, so it might be around 8.
Sure, I like it.
It's close to 24.
Basically 1 million centimeters. Turn 1 in the books for the Skaven. I've got a lot of stuff that is going to potentially happen. I've got ranged. I got a lot of shots. I have a lot of good close combat, but can't do anything from this range. Robbie B, if I'm not mistaken, I think the only guys who can do some 36-inch shooting and over consistently 24 are the new dwarves, right?
It seems like it, yeah.
So
18 on the regs for sure.
Gotcha. So I just kind of positioned myself a little bit more, inked a little bit forward, waiting on Robbie B and the Beastclaws to come at me.
So first up, my hero phase. I'm going to use my cheat sheet here to roll my Everwinter's Blessing to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm looking to get the extra 3-inch movement in the hero phase, so I need a 3 or 4 for that. 2, I can reroll that because I have the Master of the Everwinter. 5, neither of which I want. So that doesn't do anything, that just does mortal wounds to dudes in range. So then I'll pop off my command trait for my Frost Lord, or my command ability, where everybody can reroll their charges within 14 inches, which I'm pretty sure is my whole little package right here. And I think that's pretty much my hero phase. So I was doing the math on like if we could get in, and there's a good chance I could get in on the charge, but chances are if he goes double on me, that could be a problem. I'll be out of position. So I think I'm just gonna slide up a little bit, kind of get into the midboard right here, and then that way I'll be able to hopefully dictate the terms of battle a little bit better for turn 2 as I close the gap there, because I wasn't able to get it without that 3-inch movement in the hero phase. So I ended up just moving up, like I said, to the middle of the table right there. I did some runs with these guys. I need to put some markers out for it. But did not run with the big guys. Even though I could, and they're stone horns, they could actually charge after they do it. As long as they end up within 12 inches of the enemy, they have to charge. But unfortunately, I didn't do that because I want my line to hit all at once. I have so few models, I'm worried about attrition with his dirty backstabbing techniques over there.
Veterans, it is top of turn 2, so you know what this means in Age of Sigmar. Now we roll off to see who gets the next turn.
100%
Does
tactical.
Robbie B get it? No!
Oh, man. I'm so glad I'm not up there.
I ninja'd him. I love it. So, top of 2, the good guys. Hero phase time. Doom Wheel. Always like starting it with that. He's rocking a 4. Same thing. I get to add 6 inches to my next movement if I would like. All right. Also, we're going to go Squeak's special ability or command ability. Everybody within 13 inches that is verminous gets +1 to hit. And then we will also go an additional +1 to hit from him to the Storm Vermin. So they're currently at a +3 or +2, excuse me, and that's just coming from his command ability. From the trait. And then I'm going to go Mystic Shield in the magic phase now. We're going to go Mystic Shield from the Gracier. That does go off on a 6. And we are giving that to the Storm Vermin. We're also, thank you, my brother. We are also going to go. Are you within 18 inches here, Robbie?
I imagine so.
I would think, right?
Yeah, I don't see how it couldn't
from
be.
some guys. All right, so the Doom Wheel is going to bust off to this guy. We're going to try to pick on him first.
Okay.
We're going to go crack calls.
Okay.
The crack man is calling, the crack dealer. So
I'm not answering.
this is going to go off on a 7. No, excuse me, casting power of a 6. So it does go off.
Okay.
Now, it's movement based. So let me read this out. The unit suffers a mortal wound for each point by which the total score exceeds its movement characteristics.
Okay,
Right.
So that's my Husker. I think he's at 12 right now. Yeah, he's at 12 right now.
Okay. So I did nothing.
Oh, I'm okay with that. I didn't answer. I told you. I didn't answer.
So this is a 9. I feel like you said he's a 12. Not a good spell for these guys, but either way.
These guys are 9 base too, so that might not be a good one.
Okay, so then we're going to go Arcane Bolt for my Great Seer here.
That's a solid one.
To the same guy, okay?
Yes, sir.
4 isn't going to do it.
No.
Not going to do
Needed
it.
a 5, I think. Close.
On to the shooting phase. Everybody's kind of moving position. I got my little wall of rats. Gonna try to keep the beast back a little bit for at least a turn or so.
They're about to go airborne.
Yeah, truth. All right, we're gonna do start back here.
Okay.
With some Warplock Giselles. Again, we're just gonna pick on everything. Is gonna try to take just one guy down at a time. So this unit back here, 1 hit. That is a wound.
Is it a rend or anything cool and exciting?
Yes.
I was debating taking this piece of war gear that lets you re-roll your saves against things that don't have a rend. So I'm making a mental note if that would have come into play during this game.
Gotcha. Yeah, so that is -2 rend and
That's brutal.
Yeah, 2 damage.
Okay, so I need a 6.
Oh, love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so the next unit right up front. Ooh, good. I got my 2 hits there. And then that is a cock dice.
Oof. Same thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then actually, because I didn't move them, I get to re-roll my 1 of to hit. I was trying to read that roll real quick to make sure. Okay, so there's that. That's a cock dice still. So that is a to hit, and then now a to wound. It is not. And then now,
Is there anything special for 6 on the Giselles?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, so here we go. Just need another 6. No big deal. That was close. Alright, so how much damage? 2?
That is 2, sir.
Okay, so I'm a Stonehorn, so I actually half it, so I'm going to take 1.
So we're going to go ahead and come over here to the Storm Fiends. We're going to start out. Got a couple ranged weapons that we're going to be showcasing here. We're going to start out with Rattling McRattleton. He's the one with all the cannons on him. So he shoots 3d6 shots. I'm calling at least 16. No, 11. Guess that's literally math. 3, 6.
Or is it 9?
9.
Is actually average.
10, 11.
Might be 11.
4's to hit.
It's never good at math.
Yeah, 11's math.
Okay.
And then 4's to wound. That is 2 wounds, home
Okay,
slice, -1 rend, 1
Minus
damage.
1. So again, that piece of warrior wouldn't have done anything.
Nope, not
So
yet.
I'm looking for 5s. I got 1. So how much damage?
Just 1.
So I can't do anything. I can't half and round up a 1. So
Half of 1 is still 1 in this game.
It turns out. So I'm at 2 all day on him.
Okay. Next up on deck, we have wind launchers.
Ooh.
Coming out. I've only got 2 shots here. Gonna have to capitalize. Runner, 4s. No.
Skaven are never good at that.
Can't even add those 2 damn things together. Okay, it looks just like I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to run. I'm going to try to get this guy deep in the backfield. Give me a good roll.
Yes. That's a good one.
Start moving around and maybe make some charges. Charging time. Charging time on deck.
All right.
10-inch here, 6-inch here.
Sounds good.
Here we go. And this is my target. I guess I don't have to do that,
No,
though. I
no,
just
no,
roll
just
and see
take
what
one.
happens.
Yep.
All right, looking for a 10. Not going to do it. Glad I got that bad roll out of the way. Because
This is the money roll.
I really want to capitalize on a 6.
Yep.
This game is going to be drastically different for these Skaven if I fail this 6-inch charge. Yes.
I feel like one of those dice got it.
Love it.
Okay.
Let's move these models in and figure out how this is going to go down. All right, veterans, so here it is. The 30-man unit has made its way to combat, right? So I'm like trying to be in this nice little tight group. Let's talk about 2 things. We have predetermined I'm measuring and doing all that. So I've got 3 inches. I don't want this big guy right here to be involved in this combat. There's really nothing there's nothing I can do about this unit of 4. They're going to get theirs, right? Because if I end... Or if Robbie B has a model, anybody has models within 3 inches, they are considered to be in the combat. Is that correct?
Yeah, so like when I go to activate something, if I'm within 3 inches, I count as being in the combat. But I have a really special cool ability because the Huskard himself, when I activate the Huskard, he can activate them in kind. So I basically get a free activation if he gets to attack.
To activate. Okay, so I'm going to do everything I can to make that not happen, okay? So I have pre-measured my 3 inches to make sure big badass right there does not get involved. So I can put little Skaven now up to 3 inches that way, and I'm going to file them all back here as well to try to get as many attacks into this guy as humanly possible. So we have decided, after counting, didn't take us too long actually, we have a total, I've got a total of 26 out of my 30 are making contact. These 2 guys back here are basically in a line right in front of where the tusks are. So that is this many dice equated out. And now with my pluses, I am at a +2 to hit, or 2+ to hit, and a 3+ to wound. That's a good sack of 1s everywhere. 3. Oh my goodness. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Dang.
15. Are you kidding me? 15 out of 50?
I'm happy there's no rerolls in
Wow.
This will hurt though.
That's unreal. Okay, so now I'm looking for 3s. Let's say, let's hope all those ones I just rolled will get made up right here. It looks like it did.
A few more. So these are all wounds.
Yep.
And you're -1, you said?
-1.
Okay, so I need 5s here. And it's 1 damage each.
1 damage each.
Okay. Yeah, give me that back. Losing them. Too many. Too many dice.
The girth is mighty.
I used to have big hands. Now I do not. So
I feel like that's him. 1.
Well, remember it's half because he is a stone horn, so I might get lucky a little bit. Ooh. So what's this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, half rounded up. 8?
8.
8. I just took 8 wounds.
Wow. I was hoping he was dead.
Woo!
I was
thinking, close.
I was thinking that it was half of, like, if I only did 1 damage, that it would be if it was multiple. But you're saying any activation, any pile of dice.
Because it's all the same weapon, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then it all comes through. You roll it together.
That was solid. I'm still happy with 8. He's only got 2 wounds left.
Yeah. So that 2 becomes 2 left.
Got it.
So he's hurting, but he's still in the fight, kind of like vehicles and things are going to work in 40k here in the near future. So he's going to start out with his punches and kicks. 3 attacks there, 3s to hit, and 4s to wound. 2 wounds, normal save.
Okay, so they come with a 5, a +1, so 4 up saves. Cocked. Lose a guy.
All right, 1 down. Then we kick over to the stone horns, which this is where it's going to get dicey because I normally would have 6 attacks, but because he's so beat up, he only has 2 attacks. And that is going to be 4s to hit with 3s to wound and -2 rend. So 3s to wound, nothing gets through there. And then it's crushing hooves, D6 attacks, 3s to hit, and now the wounds come into play here, and that's going to be a 4-up.
You rolled a 6 though on the D6 number of to hits.
Ah, yes.
So you get
1 more. Thank you.
5 more dice. Yep. 3s to hit, you say?
3s to hit. Yep.
All right,
and
so
now
5
4s to wound because I'm so normally be a 2, so he could do the work. Not too bad. That's about half, and that's -1 rend, D3 damage, whatever gets through.
Okay. So I'm at a 4, so looking for 5s. Nope. So 3d3.
Okay. I think it's just 1, and then we just go off that.
Yeah, because 3. I think it'd be 3d3 because each one is doing right. Let me see. Yeah. It's 3d3.
Okay.
Yep.
Oops. That was completely terrible. Here, I'll just completely reroll it. All right. So we got so 2 3s and a 2. So that's gonna be 8.
8 total wounds.
Yep. So normally this would be a little bit cooler, but Juice took models here. Now I get to use his ability after he attacks to free activate a Mornfang, any Mornfang unit within 10 inches. Now I'm only going to get to move these guys 3. Their reach is 2, which is cool, but I'm not going to get as many attacks as I did. And it kind of doesn't matter at this point because there's no other assaults here anyways. So I would have just activated them second anyways. But it's just something to be aware of if you're a Beastclaw player. It could be pretty cool. And here come their attacks. I'm just going to roll them all together because they have their tusks and then their Gargant hackers. So the Gargant hackers are going to be black and tusks are going to be white.
And this is both models.
Yeah, this is both models right here attacking. They have a 2-inch reach. Well, a 2-inch and a 1-inch reach actually. So I might be cheating you there. Oh yeah, it looks like I'm cheating you there. So we'll just take out.
Do it one more time.
Yeah, we'll just roll this. I will get the black dice though. Okay, there we go. So now we needed 4s to hit and 3s to wound on everything. Oof, that was brutal. And 3s to wound. So 1, I think that was just a tusk. It's actually -1 rend, 1 damage though.
Okay.
But enough to kill a guy.
It is. So I lost a total of 9 models. And you took 8 wounds, but it's all about model count.
Yeah,
he's immune to fear checks or whatever.
It kind of doesn't affect him because he won't run away from himself.
That's a good point. It is affecting me though.
Yes, it is.
It is going to affect me. Okay, so I need to roll a d6.
Yep. What's your bravery?
6. I need to check real quick, but let's just roll it and see how many additional.
This looks like you got 5.
My bravery is only 5.
So you hit 10.
Yep.
Ooh, so you're gonna lose some guys.
Yes.
Fortunately, it's not ridiculous models.
Wow, that did not go the way that I had wanted. Let's talk about it real quick. I lost a total of 10 models in combat, so that left me with 20 sitting there. So I got +2 to my bravery, so that put my bravery at 7. But I lost 10 plus the 5 I rolled is 15. So I lost an additional 8 models right there. Just unreal. Immune to battle shock would have definitely been more important than the +1 to save. I was hoping that it would come into play a little bit more. But you know, lessons learned. I almost all but crippled that big guy, but I just don't see with the next activations that my guys are gonna be able to do as much damage. But I still got a lot of firepower left, so just kicking it over to Robbie B's turn 2.
All right, first up, I'm going to do the Everwinter Blessing. Trying to get, actually, I don't know what I want to get here. I could get Mortal Wounds. I don't know. We'll just roll it and see what happens. Here we go. So that's a 2. That's going to be my reroll 1s on the save, which I feel like probably isn't a bad thing at this point till the next hero phase. So we'll stay with that. We'll pop off our command ability to everybody within 14 to reroll their charge distance. I feel like that's a good idea at this point too, because I don't want to fail like a stupid charge. And I have no magic, so it looks like we're going to some maneuvering. So it looks like my Mournfangs are technically still in combat, and I can't move my Stone Lord around to intercept his big baddie over here. So I'm going to have to perform a retreat move and get all my models within outside of 3 inches of an enemy model, so that I can maneuver him over here. Because when you're within 3 inches of an enemy model, you can only remain stationary or retreat.
And then let's talk about why Robbie B had to do that. That is because of this 60-point screen right here. He does not want to have to soak both his big guys up, and he has just in 10 clan rats. And he really needs to send somebody after this guy shooting for his backfield where he can score his objective. So, wow, what a crazy chain of events.
Yeah, that's interesting. So one of the fantastic artifacts I actually have, the Huskard has, so before he dies, he's going to drink the Elixir of the Frostworm, which, if I roll a 1, it actually does a mortal wound to him. So let's see what happens. Well, 6 is good. So that was the opposite of a bad thing. So he is going to nominate the unit in front of him, and it's going to take 6 mortal wounds.
Sounds good. Can't do anything about it. So that is 3, 4, 5. Actually, so we're going to go, that's a big dude right there, right? So we're just
yeah, it's your choice.
Okay, so, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now we're going to check some assault distances and see where all of my guys can go. So first off, we'll start over here, and he's going to, well, I don't have to declare, so he's going to get a 7. I'm confident with that. This guy right here, actually, I'm not sure if I have to declare after I roll it. Let me double check the rules just in case. That might be a little too advantageous for me. So I do have to complete my charge, but I basically have a choice. So we are going to go against this, try to intercept him before he gets back behind my enemy lines right there. Then we'll go the Raiders here, or Riders, 7s. I'm happy with that too. So they'll go in and get right there. And then these guys are kind of the question mark for me. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put them, but I got a lot of range. And I feel like I'm going to try to screen my big guy. Maybe it doesn't matter, but I'm going to try to, I'm just going to put them out in front. So the Frost Lord's up. He's going to start with his Frost Spear. It's a 2-inch range, 4 attacks, 3's to hit, 3's to wound. Reroll that bad guy. 3's to hit, 3's to wound. Neg 1 rend, and 3 damage if it gets through, so 3 saves.
3, 6 up. And he is dead.
Wow, he only has...
I have 6 wounds, so go ahead and roll your 3d3. Oh, you got 3 dice, yep.
Okay.
So that is 3, 6, 9 wounds. So he is dead.
Wow.
So now let's see. Too horrible to die. I have a roll.
Okay.
And let's see what I can get on the chart. Of course, it would have to be a 1 or a 2, so he is removed from
dead.
play as normal.
Yikes.
Savage.
Well, that's my combat phase. Unfortunately, I'm locked. So now he gets to pick and choose kind of his counter assaults and his shooting.
Wow. Okay, so this is turn 3. Skaven are just back against the ropes right now. The first battle comes right here. Not losing this roll to let Robbie B go back-to-back turns could be crippling. Yes. Yes. I won that roll.
You got it.
Mini battles. Mini battles counts.
This is it. The
All
uphill
right.
climb.
Turn 3. Good guys. Wowzers. Okay, I've got a plan. Let's see how it goes down. Squeak is going to use his ability. We're basically going all offense here. So he basically is going to add a +1 to hit because all verminous models within 13 inches. We're also going to go nominate a unit within 3 inches to give +1 to hit. So we're going to go Storm Fiends. We are going to roll and see what the Doom Bell does. Okay, a 5.
Consult the magic chart.
Yeah. Deafening Perils. It is. All enemy models within 13 inches. Excuse me, Robbie B. Take, on the roll of a 4-up, take 1 mortal wound. Okay? So please, on everything that is holy in the good guy universe, on the roll of a 4-up, he takes a mortal wound. Piss! It is not. This unit right up front. No. All right. We're going to have to do it old-fashioned way. But, so there's that. Oh, we still have more magic. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. So, guy up top is going to try Crack Calls. It doesn't. You said this.
They're 9.
I'm not. So we'll try there.
Okay.
It does go off with an 8. 8. So it doesn't matter. It's still not enough. That would have needed to be a 11 or a 12, a 10 or anything else. Then we're going to try Arcane Bolting that guy from our Grey Seer. Yep.
Goes off.
Does go off.
So I think whatever you roll, he takes a mortal wound, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's down.
He is down and out. All right, Storm Fiends, don't let me down. I got quite a few shots coming at you. So again, Gatly McGatlerton, 3d6. Ooh. There we go.
That's what you needed.
15.
That makes up for those below average ones. Who you shooting at?
We're going, everything is going to be dumped into my man right here.
Beast Riders?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
With my +1 to hit, I'm looking for 3s. Oh, Jesus. Followed by 4s. Oh, man. Yes. Okay. So that is 4, which is math, -1 Ren.
-1 Ren. Okay, so my guys are, he is 4. So I guess he's going down to a 5. So they all get through.
But so you round that, right? So that 4 is really only 2.
So how much damage do they do each?
Just 1, so it's 4 total damage.
So it would be, so I just take 2 then.
Okay. Hey, I'm starting the process.
Yep. We saw how this works.
All right, and then this unit also is going to do this Warfire projectiles, 2d3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So that is 3, 4.
So I would take 2 more.
Another 2. All right, and then we have 2 shots coming in hot from the wind launcher. Would be hitting on 4s, but I'm +1 to hit. Ooh, didn't matter. Ooh, I could really use this. Give me 4s to hit. 3s to hit. I did 4s to wound. 1 wound.
Okay.
This is -2 rend.
So that would be a 6 for me.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, so you take D3 damage. 1 damage.
Can't get away from that. So we're at 5 all day on this guy.
That was solid.
That was a chunk.
That was solid so far.
7 wounds left.
7
what
wounds
else you got?
left. I like it. I got some Warplock Giselles that are going to need to come in clutch for me. Okay, Warplock Giselles engaged. First squad of 3 is going to come in hot right here. I would just love for free 1 or 2 6s right here. I'll take 2 successful hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, 1 stop, so that is okay. 2 go through.
Yep.
That is -2 rend, homie. So that's no 6s because of -2 rend. 2 damage each, so that is 4. But again, you take half.
So up to 7 wounds taken so far.
All right. Next unit is gonna have to keep going at them.
Keep on pounding.
Keep pounding. Here we go. For free, just give me a 6. Yes. Well, that's all the hits because these don't do anything for me because I need 4. So that is just standing still 2 mortal wounds.
So 1.
Take another one.
So up to 8.
Time to roll some charge distances. Okay, so we're gonna. I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. By the way, I want you to know I'm sitting back here like, whoo! I just did 16 wounds to this guy. Like that is. I couldn't ask for too much more than just. I mean, right now doing 8 wounds to him. So we're gonna roll some charge distances. So little guys here, make it. Bell, no problem. Squeak, no problem. Now it's time for the fiends. Whoo! Stuck it with an 11.
I think they're going where they need to.
All right. So again, all these guys are just in here. There was no discrepancy. Boom, boom, ba-da-da, boom, boom. All right. So now here is where I get.
Could turn him around.
No, that's good.
Are you going that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna bring one here. I'm gonna put those 2 guys there, and fisticuff McGee over here. Staying outside of the 3-inch activation. Okay, I gotta keep this momentum going. Storm Fiends are putting the game on their backs. So we're gonna roll right into that, okay? So we're gonna activate them first. They've engaged both units. Grinder McGrinderton is up now. He's the juggernaut in combat where some of the other guys do it from range. Doom Flail Gauntlets. So it's 2d3. That is 3, 4, 5. All right. Now I am equipped with these, and I did charge, so that's a +1 to hit, followed by my already +1 to hit. So that means, well, regardless, all I need is 1. So I'm at a 2+ to hit. No 1s. Oh, that was solid.
Okay.
Now I am 3s to wound. Piss on it. Okay, and then now that is -2 rend.
-2 rend, so they're a 4, so they're back at 6s. It's a familiar theme with me. So 1 gets through.
All right, so that's D3 damage, 2 damage.
Okay.
They have clubbing blows, which is together these need 3s to hit because I'm at a plus, and then 3s to wound. And no rend.
No rend, okay.
Yeah, but 2 damage each.
So just my normal save of 4 up.
Yep.
All right. So 1 gets through, so 2 damage.
Yep. So 1
and that
damage.
was on this guy, so 1 damage. Okay. Up to 9.
Man, I am literally trying any kind of which way. All right.
So I'm going to retaliate in kind with my Mournfangs right there. So this guy's going to go on Queek. He's going to get his 4 attacks with his mount and his 2 attacks with his Gargant Hacker. That was pretty bad. Okay, so it looks like we get 1 and 1. These are 3s to wound. So 1, neg 1, 1 damage run, I think it's true. Yep.
All right, so he has a 3-up save, so I have a 4-up.
There you go.
Good to go.
All right, same thing on the, I guess the clan rat slave things. So 2 hits, 1 and 1. And that's going to be 1 neg 1. And the Gargant Hacker is a little bit, it's neg 1, but it's 3 damage.
They have a 6-up save, so can't do anything about it.
So 4 guys total.
It's 3 total damage on the other one.
Yep.
Yep. So 4 down. All right, Queek is going to be the next to get activated. He's going to try to put in some work. He has 6 total attacks, 3 from the Dwarf Gouger and 3 from the Barbed Sword. So the green dice would be the Dwarf Gouger. So because he's getting a +1 to hit, all these hit on 2s. Okay. And then all these wound on 3s. That was really, really solid. Okay, so these are going to give you -1 rend.
Okay. You know, for being so friendly, your weapons don't have friendly games. I don't think you're the good guys.
I think we're definitely good.
They all get through.
Okay, so this is D3 damage each. I was hoping for a Robbie B roll there with like trip 6s. That's 3, 4, 5. That's 5 there.
All right, so it's going to do 4 here, and I've got 5 wounds left on the last guy there.
Okay, and then now here, these are just normal saves, 1 damage each.
So
he goes down more.
He goes down to 3 wounds. So now I'll activate the Stonehorn Beast Raiders. They're hurting, but there's double dudes on there, so I do get 6 punches and kicks this time instead of just the 3 I was used to with the last guy. So here's those: hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s, wounding on 4s, maybe wounding on 4s. 2 regular saves.
3 ups.
About right. Then the Stonehorn's horns. And we are hurting, so we only get 2 attacks.
So 1 more dice.
Yeah, 1 more dice. All right, woo, got that out of the way. And the Crushing Hoofs is actually D6. So we're 3 there. 2 wounds is going to be 4, though. Oh, we got 2 through.
Did you need to hit, or is it automatic hits?
It's just automatic.
Gotcha. And then any rend
nope,
there?
Excuse me, I was wrong.
Okay.
So I got
2 hits?
The 2 hits.
2 wounds.
And 2 wounds. Oh, it still went through.
Okay.
Neg 1.
Neg 1, so I'm at 4 up saves here. Oh my god.
D3 damage each.
Okay. Robbie B, he's the master of the D3s. I don't have the Robbie B juice.
I can't hit, but
3, 4, 5. So you do 5 total. Luckily, they have 6 wounds each. He has 7. So can I put these wounds wherever I want,
choice.
Robbie B?
Yeah.
Gosh, I will then. I will choose to put these mother truckers right over here.
Okay.
All right, it's time to let me scream my bell. Here we go. We're going to start out with the D6, the Rusty Wheels and Spikes. D6 number of attacks. And we are full up, so these hit on 2s. Wound on 3s. 1 wound, Robbie B. Regular save, 1 damage.
Woo, here we go. Nope.
All right, 2 wounds left. And then we're going to go next to the Rat Ogre's Claws. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Wounding on 3s. That's -1 rend. 2 damage each.
I need 5s.
Oh!
Oh my gosh, double 5s.
You're
Boom.
making me roll it. I just knew that was going to be it. I have 3 attacks. This is going to be the hard one. Hitting on 4s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. I knew it was going to be hard.
No.
Damn it.
It's down to your clan rats in the back.
Down to the rats. Time for the rusty blades of the clan rats. Hitting on 3s because of the squeak. Oh yes. Wounding on 4s. Come on, make him make the saves. Yes. Okay, Robbie B.
Straight up or?
Straight up, bro.
So 4 ups.
Just fail 2 for me.
Nope.
Oh my gosh. Maybe he'll lose it to
Down to 1. Oh yeah, he's got a battle shot.
He's got to do a battle shot check, okay? So maybe you could roll really bad. I don't know. So I also owe you a battle shot check for them. So I have 5 guys. I lost 5. My bravery is 5. Roll a 1. 2. So I lose 2 guys.
Okay, my bravery is a 7. And I lost 1 dude. I'm good. I rolled a 5. We're going to do the Everwinter's Blessing at the top of my hero phase. And we got a 4, so that is move 3 inches in the hero phase, which is probably helpful because I could go to this backfield and start killing stuff back there. So I think we'll stick with that.
Do you have any other choices but to stick with it? Can you re-roll that?
I can re-roll it.
Oh, wow. That's solid.
It just does, I could do mortal wounds to things close to me.
Oh, gotcha.
Or
shooting for something.
Yeah, it's on a 6 though, so it's like, or I could reroll ones to save. So I feel like that's actually not a bad play at this point.
Free 3 inches is clutch.
Yeah, so we'll do that. All right, so now it's all about positioning. So I'm gonna go with just moving all my stuff, but my command benefit is gonna be reroll charge distances for everybody within 14 right now. So that's gonna be my whole army. So we're good there. So we're just gonna move it. We're gonna move this line up that way and position a Frostlord back here for maximum effect. So we did our runs over here. Didn't get too far, but closer is better at this point. He's gonna do all his rerolls. He's popping his trinket of the Everwinter, and now we're gonna do some just one charge right here, probably going in this way. That is not the right dice. So 8 inches. I think we're good. He'll close the gap right here. So once he does his charge, he gets his mortal wounds, D6. So it's only 1, so 1 on the squad. And then it's my choice to pick. I didn't do much with him last time. I don't think he's gonna make it regardless. So I'm almost wondering if I activate him or I just take my chances, activate him, and try to do all the damage.
Yeah, I think that's what you do, homie.
So that's what I'm going to go with right there. So he is re-rolling all his things. So first up, we'll do his punches, or his frost spear, which is going to be 4 attacks. And these are hitting on 3s. And I get the one-time re-roll for this phase. Nope. And that's going to be 3 state wound as well. Is that a cock?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Reroll. And that is going to be 3 damage each, -1 rend.
-1? Mm-hmm. Ooh. 4 ups would be clutch right now. All of them. Or just one of them.
Just one of them.
All right, and that's 3 wounds each?
Yep.
3 damage each.
Yep, getting through on that one.
Okay, so I'm just going to drop this whole model. I'm down to lose him.
Okay. And then his punches and kicks.
Actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. I'm going to take 5 here and roll 1 to there.
I think you have to take them on him, actually, because he already took wounds.
I put the first wound that you did, the mortal wound, went on this model.
Oh, I'll have to check the rules. I don't. I think you have to. I think you have to start where there's wounds in Age of Sigmar.
Okay.
I'm not sure though.
We can do that. No, it's all good.
Okay.
I'm down. So this is 2 gone here. So he actually only had a wound left then because of the mortal wound. So here's 1 and then 5. Okay. So then 5 over there.
Okay, I got you. All right. So then next up is his punches and kicks, which aren't that scary. Reroll all those. Good thing I got that once. And that's just 1 save right there.
You have to roll the wound. That was just the reroll because it's a hit.
So
reroll again.
Reroll the wound. 1 regular save.
Okay.
Good to go. Then his horns. He's gonna get. He's at full strength. So let's see. Oh well, it's 6. Okay. Well, we like that. So 6 attacks coming through. 4s to hit. With a couple of rerolls. I'm liking this piece of work here. And this is gonna be 3s to wound. All wounds. -2 rend. 3 damage each.
-2 means I need to stick a bunch of 5s. All right, and you said 3 damage each?
Yep, 3 damage each.
Okay, so that's all of them. Can't do anything about that.
My plan to save the other fatty has succeeded.
All right, so I'll activate Squeak next. So again, the green dice are the Dwarf Gouger, hitting on 2s.
Such a friendly sounding name.
And wounding on 3s. Okay, so this is -1 rend here.
Okay, so 5s. So
and that's 2 damage.
2
damage.
damage.
So either way,
he's down.
And nobody is within the 3 inches. So that is just a. Do we get to consolidate and stuff like that now that we're out?
I'm actually not sure.
Let's check the rule book.
Yep. So upon further review, it looks like it's that whole thing from earlier where if you are within 3 inches of an enemy model, you cannot do anything but retreat or stay stationary, and then you're basically in combat, and you can pile in on the next combat phase. So it doesn't look like there's any caveat. It's just 2 steps when you pile in, and each model in the unit attacks, and that's it. And then there's Battle Shock always at the end of the turn. So that's what we're seeing here on our end.
Turn 4 and the saga continues. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. All right, Robbie B.
Oh no.
Long war for the win. Okay, so Skaven still have life. Command phase. Okay. Again, we are going to go Squeak. And with his abilities, we're going to give +1 to hit over to... Yep, +1 to hit over to the Screaming Bell. And the Screaming Bell is we're gonna roll on the chart. Give me something good. A 5. We just had that, Deafening Perils. So I'm with it on the roll of a 4 up. Units take a mortal wound. So this unit, that is a no. The guy who has been wounded, yes, he will take a wound. Big Baddie, yes, he takes his first wound. I'm with that. And within 13 inches, unit back there. Ooh, he has the ability to dish out 3 mortal wounds. Then we're going to go right into some psychics. All right, got to keep going with some magic. So we're going to try for an Arcane Bolt.
Okay.
Trying to get lucky to get rid of this guy. So first I got to cast on a 5. I do. So it goes off.
Okay.
Now it's just D3.
Yep.
5 or 6 and this guy dies. Another wound.
At 11.
At 11. Okay. Then we're going to go from here. That was there. So Mystic Shield now.
Okay.
Or whatever. Is going to go to Squeak.
Ooh.
Goes off. So now Squeak's got a 2-up save.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Movements, and then we'll get it going. Okay, here we go. I have got some choices to be made. We're gonna start out with this back unit of Warplocks. Are gonna go to big guy with 1 wound left.
1 wound.
I literally 1/6 and he's gone.
Yep.
Don't make me have to roll any other dice. Come on, guys. Oh my God! I don't even get a
Next
freaking hit. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. There it is. The 1/6 I needed.
Wah, wah.
2 mortal wounds. Oh, okay. Removing models best way I can. Now it's time to just fisticuff it up. I don't believe that we can fail, but Squeak. Why don't you roll snake eyes on me right now? And then the bell. All right, Squeak. Here we go. Activate. Activating first. I'll run through this quick. These are the dwarf one, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. There we go. That is -1 rend.
Okay, so we're up to 5s again. I love it. So 1 gets through.
D3 damage. That is 1. And then 3 more, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. That is regular save. So 4-up saves, homie.
4 up. Here they come. 1 more. How much damage?
Just 1.
Okay, so down to 2 on the back, dude.
And then you're up.
Ooh, exciting. All right, I'm going to activate these bad boys, of course. Going in. This guy might be able to get his 2 inches back. Doesn't look like it, so he might have to throw on a Screaming Bell right there. That's all right, it's what happens. So we're gonna have to roll these a little separate. So we'll go these 3 of the Gargant Hackers on Squeak. Pretty sure these are 4s to hit. And 3s to win. So that's -2 rend. Let me double check my stats here. Yep. Excuse me, that's just -1 rend, but it does 2 damage.
Okay, so 3-up saves. I am so good at this, but I have a 6-up ward save. I am so good at this. Yep. Unreal. How many 2 damage
2,
each?
so it'd be 4.
Oh my goodness.
So he has like ninja dodge or something. Alright, so the 2 onto the Screaming Bell, just so we keep all the attacks the same. No hits there. And now all of the animal attacks, which we're going to have to roll separate. So we'll go with 4 on the Screaming Bell. Hit. And then we are 3s to wound now. And that is just a, I think that's a straight up, but it's -1, but it does 1 damage.
Okay, -1, you say?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so looking for 5s. Oh my goodness, I made some saves. So I take two wounds.
Okay.
2 damage.
And then the rest of the animals are, the mounts are going on sweet. And lots of misses here. 3s to wound. -1, 1 damage.
Okay. 4?
Yep.
All right, so we've got some cool things. So I have a 2-up save.
Yep.
-1.
-1.
Okay, so I save on 3s.
Yep.
So I take a wound, can't do anything about it. I have 1 left.
Oh,
he
wow.
only has 5, but because of my Warlord or my Triumphant trait, I got +1
you
wound.
got an
Okay.
extra
So I'm alive because of that. So I saved these. I also have cool armor where if I make a save of a 6 or more. Oh,
it reflects
excuse me.
it.
I have a 6-up ward save on these 2. So let me see if I can save any more. I do not. So somebody takes a mortal wound back.
So I'll just put it on the guy I already started, so he's down to half strength.
Doom Bell. Screaming Bell. Excuse me. I've always done that. Screaming Bell. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. Okay.
What else you got?
Yep. Let's moving right along. 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right, that seems good. We're just going to keep nailing this. D6 spiky rustic blah blah blahs.
Got it.
Came through with that. Hitting on 2s.
This was the one right here.
Wounding on 3s. I am so good at dice this game. That is 2 straight up, bro.
Okay, 4 up. So 1 gets 3, how much damage?
1.
Alright, down to 4. So top of my turn, all I got to do is really try to get him into the combat over here, maybe intercept these guys with the barks, because they're forming a protective 3-inch barrier around this combat, so I'm going to have to either expose him up there to all his stuff or come back around, which actually I don't think either of them are a poor choice, to be quite honest. But let's see what the Everwinter's Blessing does. It's going to be a 5. I would much rather have the reroll 1s to save at this point, so we'll switch it. Nope, now we got... Okay, so what this does is every unit within 3 inches, if I roll a 6, it does D6 mortal wounds. So we'll roll on Queek. Nope. We'll roll on the Screaming Bell. Nope. And that was it. That was what the snow did today. So I don't really have any cool shooting. I mean, I can do a little bit of shooting here, but I might actually kill him. I guess I could try it, but I'd much rather just beat him down in combat. Alright, so we're just going to do some assaults. I can run, actually, and I have to assault, or I have to charge afterwards, so I'm just going to get 3. Just a little bit closer. I can still fail on a double 1s right there, but he's a stone horn, so he's going to be able to get in there and take care of that. I have to be 3 inches away here, and 3 inches away there. Okay, so we're going to declare charges. And we'll see what his charge range is. I feel like it's good. And we'll just go straight in there. And then we'll go right here on the clan rats. Also good. We'll activate the Mournfangs. So they're gonna move in. I think pretty much everybody's within 3 regardless. So we've got our full accompaniment of attacks. We'll do the Gargant Hackers first. Oh, he's not going to be able to get on him again, so we'll just have the 6 attacks on Queek. Mr. Squeaks. And needs 3s. Just 2. -1 Ren, but I think it does 2 damage.
I either save it or die. 2-up save. He is gone. Oh, I only failed 1. I'm looking for a 6-up ward save.
Ooh.
Oh!
There it is.
There it is. Finally, something came back around. Here we go, Squeak.
All right, so we're gonna go at him with 1, 2, 3 sets of mounts. I need 2 more dice, and those will go right at him.
And actually, Ron, while you're doing this, it won't stop this, but I am just trying to check a rule real quick.
I think it deflects it back too, doesn't it?
If you pass a save because of his armor, but this is a ward save.
It depends on how it's worded. If it says it ignores a wound, it doesn't count as a save. That's how it gets around mortal stuff.
It does. It ignores it if you...
okay.
Gotcha.
So I don't think it'll count in that instance there.
Okay.
All right, so we'll get the mounts in here. And now we need 3s again, and this is just straight up neg 1. 5.
5 3-ups. Okay, so you take a mortal wound.
Yep, I do.
All right, and then now again, I have to make a 6-up or die.
No pressure.
Channeling the 6. Channeling the 6. Ugh, couldn't do it back to back.
And a couple little attacks here. We'll throw his 2 on the Screaming Bell. 1 gets through for neg 2. Or excuse me, neg 1, but it does 2 damage.
Okay, 5 up. Good.
And the mount attacks. And neg 1. 1.
5 up. Goes through.
Just 1 damage.
Okay.
That's my activation.
That does drop me down to the next tier. I was just teetering right there. Okay, so we'll go him next, and all his attacks are going to come over here and try to slow the roll on this guy.
Yeah, he has a mighty roll.
Okay, so 3 attacks, or do I keep going over there? No, gosh, I don't think it actually matters one bit. But yeah, I'm going to come over here. So 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. Okay, D6 attacks. 1. Hitting on 3s. 1 on 3. There you go.
All right, what's the same?
Just 1.
Okay, so I'm 3 up. Takes
A wound.
a wound. Yeah.
Yay! And then 4 from the rat claw. So 4, hitting on 4s, wound on 3s. That is -1 rend, 2 damage.
-1 rend.
Yep. Just one dice.
Oh.
But you have a 3-up save anyway.
Yep.
You
It
have
didn't matter. I passed
you
it.
passed both of them. So
Yeah, as long as there wasn't a rend there.
yeah.
So he's at 2 wounds all day right now.
Okay. Turn 5. Robbie B. I am literally been scratching and trying to survive. So this is turn 5. Let's see who gets top of turn. Bastard!
Well,
the double turn is here. Guys, it is so advantageous to go and giving your opponent that first turn, because literally the rest of the game, you're just like, oh, am I going to get my double turn now? Oh, okay. Am I going to get it now? Literally, it's just math says eventually you do. Wow.
Plus, too, a lot of, besides your Giselles that were 30 inches, you know, the whole point to your army is combat. So you're going to want to come closer to me, and I'm going to want that extra boost to try to hit you with my line.
Wow. Robbie B, back-to-back turns, top of 5.
We'll activate Mr. Stone Lord right there. So first up is going to be his Frost Spear. That's 4 attacks. 3s. Oof.
Math.
Yep. Math. And not math.
Yep.
Then punches and kicks. These need 4s, I believe. Nope, these are 3s as well. And 3s to wound. So that's just par of just 1 damage each if you fail.
Okay.
2. All right. And then next up is going to be...
He has a 4-up save.
Oh,
so you only took 1 right there?
Gotcha. All right, so we're still in the good bracket. So we're getting 6 stone horn attacks. Let me get 2 of those. Thank you. Those are hitting on 4s. Yep. And those are wounding on 3s. And those are -2 rend.
-2, need 6s. All right.
3 damage each.
Got it. He's out of here.
All right, I am stuck there.
All right, bottom of 5 for me. All right, let's talk about it. So, wow, not much left, but we say that, but I've got a lot of point sync back here. I'm still rocking like 500 points back here, you know. Either way, no way I don't get points for wounding models. I have to fully kill them. Can't do that, so I'm going to try to pick up these 3 units. I still have some Arcane Bolt. I still have some wounds. He could fail some checks. We'll see. All right, so we're going to roll into the command phase. Doesn't matter. Squeak is gone, so he would go to Warlord, right, for a command ability?
I don't know.
Okay. It doesn't really matter. All I care about is Arcane Bolt.
We'll go yes.
Arcane Bolt on the unit.
Okay. Does not pass.
Oh my goodness, it's like the Dice Lords. Okay, so warp here. Gonna go to 1 unit. What's their save right now?
6 up, but they're in cover, so they get a +1, so they're 5 up.
Okay.
And then Rens.
Gotcha.
Depending on if you got Rens.
Okay, so here we go. 1 unit. Are you kidding me? I couldn't do that earlier in the game.
Are those mortal wounds?
That is literally 4 mortal wounds and a hit. So let's see what this would have done. I would have literally done 6 total wounds with 1 guy. Way to go, guy.
You really got that target priority
You really got that down. Okay, next unit. Let's see if what they can do. Are you shooting? Okay, 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And wounding on 3s.
What's the Ren?
-2.
So I can't save.
So 2 more wounds.
Oh, well.
Literally 10 wounds. And these guys would have... I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Either way, Robbie B, that is 5. We can't do anything else.
I think so.
What an epic game. You guys know what to do. If you haven't already, head on over to longwar.net. Become a veteran of the Long War today so you can get exclusive content like Robbie B and I's epic battle report breakdown of today's Age of Sigmar. Thanks, everybody.